these trips I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Gun. Check 50, check 50. Check 9, check 9.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
That's it. Ready? Watch Fofo. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 20. Alert 3. Slam!
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. And I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check back. Check. Check. Fresno. Fresno. Watch twist.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Tighten up. Watch the ship. Watch the 20. Watch the ship. Check 26.
This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Set up, 70, Indy. 65, 65. No. What? Hey, echo. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. You're not ready. Mike 5'9". Bandit.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 67 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Switch.
Play action. It's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
What is it? 47. Check, 47. So don't say nothing. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Get wide. Hey. Check 24. Kill.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Set, buddy. Check my 47. Hey, check. Hey. Watch it. Check three. You go tight. You got tight. 20. Watch safety creep. Safety creep.
On first down, Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
That was a really nice play. Able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Check three.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Set. Ready? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52. He's coming.
Now again, right side. It's Grant. Gets by him and out of the down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Set. Ready? Check. 47. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Showing it. Check.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll run forward with Anderson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hard, hard. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 36, 36. Rock, rock it, rock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game. Ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. 8. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Now it's Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mike, 44. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Great. Check 37. Hey, switch gears. Bang, 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 bang. He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Watch the edge. 8.
They'll run on 1st down. Anderson. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Kill, 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 kill. Out, 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 out. Check, 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 check.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey! Flare, flare, flare. Win.
Here's Grant. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A first carry down for Kofani Muhammad. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, Grant. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Ready?
On second and 10, it's Minshew. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Looking long. This is caught inside the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Saints first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. General West. Hey, Alpha. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton. We're going to set the screen here. This is Grant. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Back. Take 4. 20. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
They will run with Grant. And a hell of a run. So that one will be accepted.
What's that? 180.
Check. Tighten up. Pull it together.
8. Hey, turn it up. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Watch the shit.
Check your hot read. Slam.
Here's Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Keep playing.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Minshew. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 27, Minshew. And this one complete to Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, here I come. Bravo. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. And again this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Undercrush. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, team 6. 57, run. Let's go one more. Let's go.
Here's Minshew. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Blue draw corner. Got the screen. Check 50. Hey, Delta. 57's the mic. There.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door
and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey!
He's checking Craig. Check 99. Check 99. 40.
Great.
44 is to Mike. Nice set. 44 is to Mike. 44 is to Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mike, 44. Time to go.
Gun.
Switch. Check. Fresno. Watch twist. Tighten up. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant.
No.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
20.
Slam. Watch twist. Check.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Set. No, 180.
Mike, 47. Check pass.
Great.
SOS. Whip. Watch the whip. Deuce. Switch. Check.
On 2nd down now. Muhammad.
Lucky.
High juke into space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
As we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check my 27. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check three. You go tight. You got tight right there.
20.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three.
On second down, it's Anderson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Nice 7.
Hey. 4 down. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, lock it.
Show it.
Get it.
Minshew sets to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Since the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch QB drop. Hatch it. Check again.
They go back to Grant. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. I'm trying to collect.
Here's Newton. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. 8.
Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Focus, defense. 44, 44. 44. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Shit, man. Shit.
Football's the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check it back.
Now Anderson running right. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now Anderson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, G. Here I come. 36. Check. Crouch. Crouch.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
47's the mic. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton finding the safety valve here. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in. Check 37.
Hey.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
47 Mike. 27. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bang, 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 bang.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch the screen. Watch the edge. Jim.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Now a run with Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.